if you want to say overachieved as far as expectations, then I'll give you that. But as far as just the talent that they got, is like I'm not really surprised as far as the defense. Like he came in, like he didn't come in with as much as Caleb, but he did come in with Terry McLaurin, who just been praying for a quarterback. If we just gonna keep it a buck, he been praying for a quarterback. All these niggas he done had to catch passes from, he's been praying for a quarterback.
No, facts. Facts. No,
So
you ain't lying. And he still be
as
giving up
long
1,000-yard receiver season. So yeah, you're right.
so I just look at it like that. Like it took him a while to go because he was real conservative with the football. Like I said, starting off when I was just watching him, but then he finally realized, like, you know what, I do got 17 down there somewhere.
Yeah. Him and
And so
George
once
Pickens was going at it too. He just didn't have the touchdowns like they George Pickens had, but that was a hell of a game. Did you catch some of that game?
Yeah, I caught some of that game. That was a good game. I was rooting for the Commanders the whole game. I've been waiting for the Steelers to lose. Shit.
Because I only asked was the Commanders for real, just because I'm
I
trying to
think
see.
they are, bro, just because like I just don't see them going nowhere but up. Cause
Yeah.
like they can only get better. Like I think you keep that tandem. I think you keep that dual running back situation that you got with him with Brian Robinson and Austin Eckler. Of course, you keep Terry McLaurin there. You keep who is that they got over there? Zach Ertz as your tight. Like I think you keep all that around a young quarterback, and you just try to go for the gusto. Like that's really what the formula has been. Unless you got a solidified vet, build a team around him and try to get to that chip while they're still on that rookie contract.
You think they go win the NFC East?
It's a possibility, bro. I really see it. I mean, I've seen them beat teams and just been battle tested. I've seen them been battle tested, and they don't flinch.
Because I'm trying to I'm looking at their schedule right now. They only three losses was to the Bucks, Ravens, and the
Steelers,
Steelers. But they
all
only
three
good
teams with
wins was the
terrific, all
Cardinals and
three teams
Bengals.
with terrific run defenses. We know that the Ravens pass defense is suspect, but you talking about the Bucks, who were a playoff team last year, made it to the second round, and I believe they played them fully healthy, if I'm not mistaken. And then you got the Ravens. We know who the Ravens are,
Mm.
and then you got the Steelers, who look like they, you know, on the way up as soon as they started Russell.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's a fluke, bro. I don't think it's a fluke.
Here
I
go
think
they
this is
remaining schedule, and let me know just what you feel. They got the Eagles twice, then they got Cowboys, Titans, Saints, and Falcons.
I think
Cowboys twice.
definitely for sure that Eagles game is gonna be telling because I mean that's another division game. So there's that. That Eagles game is gonna tell us a lot. Um the Saints game, if they keep up their little momentum since they done fired their coach, because every time it changes in the building, some teams get a little juice. So I'm just looking at them, as far as the Saints defense, which I know can be deadly. I just think they looked at it like they just didn't feel like playing for dude no more. That's just how I look at it. But you said they got who else they got now?
They got the Eagles twice, the Commanders twice, the Falcons, and they have the Titans and the Saints. That's it. Eagles twice, Cowboys twice, Titans, Saints,
I think that Titans
and
game is
Falcons.
going to be a sneaky underrated battle test for them just because the Titans do have a damn good defense.
Mm.
That's pretty much all they got to hang their hat on right now. Um, yeah, man, I still think the last of these games are still going to be pretty telling. And they still got they still got what, the Cowboys twice, the Eagles twice. They done already played the Giants twice, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
But
I still think I still think they're going up against a lot of good defenses.
listen to the Eagles though. This is the only reason why I said this. The Eagles got the Commanders twice. They got the Ravens, Rams, and Steelers left, and then they got the Giants and Cowboys. So they got
Yeah, I mean the Eagles ain't got no cakewalk schedule either.
they
The Rams
Bears.
always
I,
the Rams is sometimey. I mean we still they got the Commanders twice. You said they got the Ravens. We know that ain't
the
gonna be no
Steelers,
cakewalk. The Steelers is not gonna be a cakewalk.
Giants, and Panthers.
Them they only two gimmies.
That's what I'm saying. So it's literally a world where Washington has a better record than them, even if they lose to them. They got to split. I think the Commanders do got to split with the Eagles,
I
but
think if the Commanders split and they beat the Cowboys twice the way we think they should, I think it's gonna be a lot closer to what people think.
yeah, it just I low key I ain't gonna stunt Chris. I think the Commanders a little bit fluky just because they only got really two good wins, the Cardinals and the Bengals. But I mean, you play who's in front of you, and if you can split with the Eagles, I feel like they destiny in their own
I
hand.
think this division. I mean, and again, I I know you don't try to give moral wins, but that game against Baltimore, I think that told us a lot, just as far as them being able to put up points against another team that can put up points. Hell, they put up points against the Bengals.
Yeah. The only thing with that is the Ravens secondary is not that great.
Yeah,
So it's like, yeah, you can pass on the Ravens, but you still only scored 23 points. I think the Ravens, I think most people kind of done scored on the Ravens. Let me see at this time. Like, yeah, the Bengals scored 34 and 38. Cowboys even scored 25. Raiders scored 26. Chiefs scored 27. So
shout
it's
out to
like,
my
yeah,
nigga Lamar being 10-1 against Cincinnati.
yeah, yeah. That was a good game. I low key was salty, but
Hey, I'm gonna tell you just like I told my other partner, how key are we playing the two games that the Ravens and the Bengals done played, niggas damn near be some of the best games we done had this season.
they have been, in my opinion. I ain't gonna lie. That Chiefs game probably was the best game so far this year, and it popped it off the season.
Mm-hmm.
But Ravens have been in the best games. The only thing is because the Ravens are a top 3 team, and they have a bad secondary, so that makes for an explosive game.
Found some shit I love to do, so I can live comfortable. Searching for a peace of mind, need that when it's time to rhyme. Perfect in every line, any chance I get, and I know it takes time, but I would never quit.